What's going on, gamers and gamettes? It's your boy IzzyDGamer here, once again bringing you another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'll be switching up the way that Let's Talk About It is run. It'll be a little more choppy in a good way. A lot of cut-ins, a lot of things like that. So I really do hope you enjoy it. Heart and soul, all that good stuff poured out into this video. And now that I've kind of found my area to wiggle in. Hopefully, you guys can see the product. Now I can only focus, or now the only thing I have to focus on is my presentation. So please make sure you leave in the comments below any critiques you have or anything like that. I'll definitely be taking that to heart and trying to improve that way. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Episode 13. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. All right, and with that being done, I really hope you guys enjoyed the new intro, and let's get into the housekeeping, man. So, one thing I wanted to do was get into the video games that I've been playing, give you a quick synopsis, quick impressions on those video games. So, the first game that I got into that you can check out my just a bit of my playthrough on Gaming on My Day Off, which is a new series that I launched, is to Watch Dogs 2 is the first one. And yeah, that game was awesome. I felt like they treated the black culture with care. It felt very genuine, Marcus as a character. And the story was pretty good. I'd have to give it that, especially given all the times where I got sidetracked by side quests and things like that. Um, it did cause the game to lose momentum for the story for me, personally, but that's only because um, I just have a small attention span. So uh, it's no fault of the developers or anyone else. I really did appreciate the game. I appreciated the driving. They did a lot better with the driving on this one than they did on the first one, and many, many more things. But like I said, quick synopsis. Another video game, actually, the next one I got into was Detroit Become Human, which you can also check out on Gaming on My Day Off. Make sure you check that out. Um, that game was amazing. Blew me away 100%. I didn't believe it. And I think it's because my expectations were lowered. A lot of people said, or I heard from a lot of people in my circles that it wasn't that good. It was a little lackluster, so on and so forth. So I kind of put it by the wayside. And when I finally got into it, boy, were they wrong. I was blown away. So if you ever get the chance, make sure you check out Detroit Become Human. It's all about like automated AI. Like I said, you can check out some gameplay on Gaming on My Day Off. And then the next game, literally right after that, I've been playing games back to back to back. But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now I came in there so just whelmed. Now straight like Robin says, and I was actually underwhelmed, matter of fact. And when I got into the combat system, when I got into the freaking combat system, Lord Jesus, was I blown the frick away. Like it was very good. You can control two other assist characters to do smaller attacks to your enemies, and um, you can turn Super Saiyan, which was something that I was asking for since they stopped doing that in the Dragon Ball Z fighting games. Um, there were so many good things about the battles, specifically in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And because I think it's because it's Dragon Ball Z, I appreciated it so much because that is what Dragon Ball Z is. It is about fighting. So if you don't have the fighting mechanics down in the video games, it's gonna be a fail for me. Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me. But yeah. And lastly, uh, I also got into a few games that I'll talk about a little later. Um, but lastly, you can check out um, our Horizon Zero Dawn was actually the last game that I got into. Um, actually still playing it. I've only gotten through like I wouldn't even say 10% of the game. I literally, just played the beginning portion, and that's literally it. I was like, okay, I'll be back to this. It felt good, played very well so far. I definitely liked the beginning part. It's different. Definitely stood out to me. Um, but yeah, other than that, other than these two games that I'm about to get into, that's really all I played. And I also wanted to take this chance to mention that I will be doing these Let's Talk About It solo from now on, just because um, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly this is going to evolve into. And because I'm not exactly sure yet, I don't really feel comfortable inviting guests and things like that. Uh, because if I'm unsure, then they're going to be unsure, and then it's just going to be a big old mess. So I hope you guys respect that. And then my final piece of housekeeping news is the deep dives. So make sure you go and check those out. Very excited about the Final Fantasy deep dive that I finished up to episode 12. It's played through the original game. It's awesome. I'm reading, doing dialogue for all of the characters. I mean, real voices and whatnot. All this good stuff. So please make sure you check that out. Uh, and and right now, literally right now, um, episodes of the Final Fantasy VII remake are releasing to deep dive. So definitely check that out if you're not going to get the game. If you are going to get the game, I suggest you check out the original playthrough before you get the game because there are some things in there. Without spoiling anything, there are definitely some things in there that you can relate to the new game. So please make sure you check those out. Um, Deep Dives, one of the best, or one of my proudest videos that I'm working on currently. So I would appreciate it so much. And with that being said, let's get into the news. All right, there's a lot going on in the game industry in terms of news, but I'll be doing it a little bit differently. I won't be just bringing you all the freaking news that's coming out, but instead, what I'll be doing is kind of taking the things that I deem important and just kind of bringing that to your attention. Recent news and anything like that um, or anything that's noteworthy from it might be a month ago or anything, but anything that's noteworthy will come right here. So let's get into it. Travis Scott released a new song along with Kid Cudi called "The Scots" and Fortnite. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of it, and if you haven't, you can check it out, of course, on Gaming on My Day Off, episode 8. Now, all of these that I'm shouting out will be in the description right below. So that's awesome. But yeah, they released a new song. It's freaking amazing. And I just found out the first time freaking Kid Cudi hit the Billboard #1 spot. I was so shocked by that, but congratulations, the homie from Cleveland. That's amazing. Um, Especially since not only are you from the Cleveland Akron area, but you also are somebody that I'll listen to for a while. It's nice to see you finally get those props that are well deserved, by the way. Um, Another thing is Aloba has been revealed in Apex, man. What? And she'll be releasing on May 12th. So please be on the lookout for her in season 5 of Apex Legends. Another concert is happening in Fortnite right now, this moment. So please take the time to check that out. The concert is going to feature Dead Mouse, Steve Aoki, and Dylan Francis. So please, if you know any of those guys, uh, give me a synopsis because I have no idea who these people are except for Dead Mouse. So I'm going to check it out. And it'll probably appear on another episode of Gaming on My Day Off. But I really want to hear what you guys think about it, or if in case you missed the Travis Scott concert that happened, then maybe you can check it out and get a chance to experience that concert Fortnite life for yourself, or Fortnite concert life. So the live show happens on Friday. That is today, at 6 p.m. Pacific time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So depending on where you live, make sure you are there checking it out. COVID-19 is a serious epidemic that put the U.S. in an uncomfortable state. This sickness has shut down many businesses and made it hard for the majority, myself included, to find work. In the games industry, it caused many events to be canceled, like PAX East, E3, and GDC, and many more. Video game developers have also been affected, with many employees having to work from home. Although it sounds like a treat, it's making game development take a lot longer, causing many video game delays. Although some developers, like Bungie, were able to catch wind of this epidemic and plan ahead, in Bungie's case, NetEase. But not everyone had that luxury. Amazon Games delayed New World from May to August 25th. Iron Man VR has been delayed indefinitely. Fortnite World Cup competitions were canceled. Death Stranding for PC delayed until July. The list goes on. Final Fantasy XIV DLCs delayed till June. Ghost of Tsushima gets a release date for July 17th. And of course, the highly anticipated Naughty Dog created The Last of Us has been delayed from May 29th to June 19th. What a hitter. Imagine. Just playing The Last of Us in a few weeks. Now we have to add an extra 2 to 3 weeks to that before we get to enjoy this amazing game. Now, I'm not complaining. I totally understand. But that doesn't change the fact that a homie is hurt. I mean to cover both my boobs, just my heart. But in all seriousness, it's more important to be safe than any form of entertainment that's out here. So, with that being said, take your time with this game development. Spend some time with your family whenever you get the chance to. That stuff is more important right now than any form of entertainment. So, for my viewers, I hope that you see this the same way. I don't want to take the time out to, kind of I don't want to take the time out to fight or talk bad about any game developer that's been putting their heart and soul into these video games, and they're probably just as devastated as you that they weren't able to finish or that they had to delay. So please keep that in mind before commenting or anything like that here or on any game developers Twitter account or anything like that. Please don't be that guy. But that's not all that happened. There's been amazing, good, wholesome things that have been going on from game developers since this pandemic has happened. So let's break into it. Pocket Gamer has all the info for your needs. And this is called Games versus COVID-19. Xbox Series X will launch on time, but some games delayed by John Jordan. Now, as I scroll through here, I see a lot of stuff. Mobile streaming service Hatch Kids goes free until April. Cloud-based gaming service Air Consoles offers 2 weeks free using code 9192020. Some indie developers are giving away games via itch.io. Plague Inc. adds Save the World mode and donates $250,000 to COVID-19 response funds. King offers unlimited play in its Saga games until the 29th of March. So that's already over. But it's just cool that they did it. So that's what I'm going through all of the positive things that people have been trying to do within the gaming industry in order to push some positivity out in this very negative epidemic that's going on. 18 game companies and the World Health Organization combine for the hashtag Play Apart Together campaign. Niantic announces to add more indoor features to location-based game Pokemon Go, Ingress, and Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So that's awesome. "16 NBA players, including Derrick Jones Jr. and Kevin Durant, are going to head in the Xbox version of NBA 2K's Players Tournament, which will be streamed on ESPN and ESPN2 from April 3rd. So now, of course, like most of this stuff you guys may have missed, but this is just all of the positivity that's happening in the gaming industry. Now, of course, there's been a lot of things that's been going on also outside of the gaming industry with John Krasinski's show. I'm sorry, I think it's called Some Good News. Um, and so many other people coming out trying to bring positivity in such a negative time. Can't help but appreciate that. And I'll make sure to link John Krasinski's YouTube channel right there in the description below. All right, guys, and that is all. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you learned a lot about what's going on in terms of COVID-19 in the games industry. I hope you guys are ready for that The Last of Us Part 2. I hope you've stayed spoiler free, and because I'm trying to stay spoiler free, I will be staying clear of the comments until after The Last of Us Part 2 releases. So I'm very sorry for anybody who's trying to get in contact with me that way. But yeah, I won't be. I'm not about spoilers at all. So don't blame me for that. Blame whoever leaked the content. Make sure you check out the deep dives episodes. We've got Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy Remake both on there. And then also, please make sure to check out the Gaming on My Day Off episodes. I mean, we've got the astronomical concert from Fortnite on there. We've got a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Watch Dogs 2, so much on there. So please make sure you check all of that out. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know how I did in terms of tone and voice, all that good stuff in the comments below, and I'll check it out in June. So sorry about that. But until next time, guys, happy gaming.